bell.
Okay.
You want them to hit the notification.
Okay, go. Bell notification. Bing, bing, bing.
No, bing, bing, bing. No, bing, bing, bing.
You're killing me.
No, bing,
Okay,
bing,
ready?
bing.
Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell.
I'm rolling too hard for you to even move forward. You need to wait a second.
All right.
Okay.
The subscribe button and the notification. There you go.
Let's even tuna salad. Let's even tuna salad. Oh my god. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, welcome. We're the Travel Vibe Chasers, and I'm Lorna.
My name is Nick.
And today for you, we're bringing you where we've been, what's been going on, and why we're not traveling anymore.
Yeah, so it's definitely been crazy times. I'm sure you guys have all gone over like the same stuff that we've been through, from pandemic to quarantine. We are in California, so being in California, we were one of the first states to get locked down. So yeah, it's been a ride. But it looks a
little bit different too because we're in an RV. So
yes,
we'll share how that looks for us, how it's different, and all that good stuff a little bit later on. We're going to be listing everything we can find for you guys in the down bar below. And if you're new here and you are interested in subscribing, I definitely would, because we're going to be putting out all kinds of fun videos like Q&As and what is it called? Challenges.
We're doing some challenges.
Doing challenges.
Which I am not looking forward to doing these challenges. My wife wants to eat all kinds of crazy. No. Here's what she is looking forward to, because she can handle spicy stuff.
No,
she's like,
not like that.
We're gonna try the one chip challenge, and I'm like, I could barely handle Tapatio.
I'm not doing
let alone
chip.
like
that might be
crazy
too hot for me.
like challenges.
But what's most exciting is we're going to be doing all kinds of RV videos. We've been getting so many questions on what does it look like, how do you run it, like all the questions for basically how to have an RV life. So we're definitely going to share more of that.
Everybody wants to know how to pick an RV. How do you live in an RV? I mean, we have 4 kids and a dog. And yes, we are in a 41-foot RV. And yes, and now we have 6 chickens. So, all right. So if you guys enjoy what you see, don't forget to hit us with a thumbs up. And on top of that too, we do want to give you a question of the day. Question of the day is this: how has quarantine affected you? What are some of the challenges that you went through during quarantine? And what were some of the good times that you went through during this quarantine?
Yes, I feel like community is the best part of being on YouTube, is having a place where we can all come together and relate. So definitely do that down below. And if you guys want to see where we've been, what's been going on, and why we're not traveling anymore, then just keep watching.
Just keep watching.
Space. Whenever you cross my mind, we're forgetting how to slow down. And I never wanna be without you, baby. Doesn't have to be complex. Lay with my head on your chest. Driving slow, it's so back roads in my mind. So tell me how you feel, 'cause
all right, so just to catch you up, we were in Anaheim and we were going to be there for 3 weeks. Lorna was going to be filming a bunch of stuff for her channel. I mean, it was going to be like the most epic Disney adventure.
I mean, good stuff
she even
planned
had like
for you guys.
Princess outfits. I mean, it was about to just go. We were about to go crazy. We did have the ability to do a couple date nights, which we will insert a little bit of our vlog footage from those date nights right here. So the date nights were awesome. It was cool. But then right when we started getting into the vibe of going to Disney and having a good time,
it's heartbreaking,
bad.
Guys.
The pandemic
Well,
announcement
so
happens.
it started.
Trump makes his announcement.
Yeah, well, it started. His friend was really following this from, I'm gonna say, way before we knew.
January, December.
Yeah, no,
he
way
was on
before,
it,
and he was like telling us and explaining to us, and we were hearing him, but we weren't really taking action yet on the things that he was saying. We were just becoming aware, and we were kind of in denial, like everybody else. You just don't want to believe that this is real. It's happening, and
we were very
hippie
about it. Just to be
super
hippie. We're like, if we get it, it's like the flu.
We'll be fine. Yeah, that just sounds even horrible seeing it now that we've been through some of
now that we're in that late April, it's definitely crazy.
But that was at the very beginning. I feel like we hopped on it even before the president announced the shutdowns and all of that. We basically were stationary for 3 weeks, like Nick was saying. And then when they made the it was like 2 days before he made the announcement.
We were on week 2 of the 3 weeks.
Nick goes to go get some water, and he notices everybody's running to the store, and he's like, what the heck? And I'm like, well, start running. You know what I mean? Like, I just started getting nervous.
I thought they were just like Walmart was gonna close. We had just got back from Disneyland. It's like 11 o'clock at night,
super
and I'm
late.
like, we need some water, and I didn't even, it wasn't like to prep for water.
And we're in an
like
RV, you guys. Like, water is sparse, and you cannot drink the water.
Yeah,
It's
you're not drinking
you
that
can
water.
get really sick.
I don't think anybody really drinks too much tap water, period. But anyways,
especially in an
I
RV,
see
though.
people running, and we get to the water aisle, all the water's gone. And like, you had seen people posting on Instagram, like toilet paper's gone, water's gone, but I hadn't experienced it.
Yeah.
So once I started experiencing it, long story short, I went to 6 different stores that night just trying to get any type of water, and it was not available. So while I was doing that, you were already on the internet.
I was on Amazon because, so this was like 1 or 2 days before Trump made the huge announcement, and I was already on Amazon. Luckily, that's why you guys will see in my prep video, I got everything I needed, like as far as cleaning supplies, hand sanitizer, all that stuff. I ordered it way in advance. I mean, not way in advance, but before like the huge hit came and where nothing was there. So yeah. I'm very grateful that I did that. There was a couple things that I did not get. I never even mentioned last time, I ordered a giant hand sanitizer from a like pet company. Never came. So
I mean, that's not the only thing that didn't come.
Yeah.
So one of the things that was like the realization that this was getting crazy for us was obviously the store thing. But so Lorna's like, look, don't worry, don't deal with the lines, all that's crazy. She puts in an order from Instacart to Costco. And needless to say, we ended up getting robbed. So nothing ended up showing up. The driver stole all of our items. Instacart did reimburse us.
It was a woman, you guys.
And,
like,
but she did literally like
she
answered her phone one
us.
time when she said she delivered it and we didn't get our food. And then my wife calls the company and they start calling her. She picks up the phone.
Well,
she's like, yeah, my car broke down.
I basically was text messaging her. And she was like, oh, yeah, oh, no, she marked it as dropped off. This is
Yes.
where I knew it was sketchy. It's like, you don't mark it delivered if it's not delivered. Like, that's shady. So then I messaged her because, you know, you can kind of message back and forth. And she's like, oh, my car broke down. I'm like, well, if your car broke down, why did you mark it delivered? So then the people call her. She's like, oh, she still tried to go with my car broke down. I was like, I will drive to you and come meet you. Where are you? So then after I said that, she never responds, never anything.
So yeah, it was wild. I mean, it was just something that was terrible to deal with.
I would never do that to anybody, but you know.
Anyhow, so yeah, so the next day I go to Costco, which I will insert some footage for you guys. We're in California.
Crazy.
Lorna always says like this is the tip of Southern California has more people than anywhere else in the United States.
No.
In California.
Yeah, no. So the population of the tip of California, okay, all the people in the tip of California makes up for the entire rest of the state. So it's all concentrated in one area where we were, you know, because that's where Disneyland is.
Just take a look at this footage of me. This is me. The next day I went like 2 hours early to Costco. Take a look at this footage. It's crazy. All right, this is absolutely crazy. Full line, perhaps all the way around the building. Yes, Costco was insane. It was just wild. Now, here's where we hit the big dilemma. So, we're traveling. We're in an RV. They're talking about quarantine. Where do we quarantine at? All the campsites are now closing down. We're kind of like in panic mode. It's either one, pull up at a friend or family's house.
First of all, for me, they closed down Disneyland. He makes the announcement on a Tuesday, I think it was, and then
no,
Disneyland.
It was on a Wednesday. He made the announcement.
Well, whatever. Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah. Then Disneyland closed down Saturday, that following Saturday.
Yes.
Which we're right around the corner. Like, it was literally crazy how everything panned out. We still went to Disneyland. We're going to insert footage of the last moments of Disneyland being open.
The very last night.
I thought would be super interesting for you to see.
Last night in Disneyland. Disneyland is officially closed down, guys.
But, you know, we were kind of being hippies about the whole thing in the beginning. So
yeah, we were not like freaking out too bad.
Yeah.
When I think we did start freaking out was when we found out like, okay, where do we go now? What do we do?
Yeah.
So we're
and then too, all the groceries are gone. Like when you went in the lines and all these things like started to progress. Then we started to really take it seriously.
Yeah, it was wild.
That was
wild. So where do we go? Where do we go? That's our big thing. Where do we end up at, right? So campsites are now shutting down. RV parks are now shutting down. California's on lockdown. Either one, we pull up in front of our friends or family's house and plug in the RV there, which we're in the street. Or two, Lorna says, let's hit government land, which if you guys don't know what that is, there is government land that you can stay on where you can park your RV. Bad news is no water, no electricity, no hookups. So like you are literally off.
Nick rushed off
in the middle of nowhere.
Camp World or whatever it's
Camping
called,
World,
and
yeah.
he got a generator, he got a giant propane tank,
all kinds of crazy
all the
stuff.
things that we could use so we could basically boondock is what they call it if you're
Yeah,
not
off the
familiar
grid
with the
too, off the
RV
grid.
terms. But yeah, for me, I wanted to feel safe. Where we were in Anaheim, there were no more campers left, which is the weirdest thing. They're always booked out, you guys, right near
Yes.
Disneyland. So for me to even just see that was creepy.
Yeah,
And
no campers
I was
in the
hearing
campground.
all of these helicopters. They were literally like vibrating the camper. And it was just scaring me because they were all like military and stuff. And I was like, what is going on here? I just wanted to get out of like the most congested
Southern
area.
California.
I wanted to leave.
So
Whatever
we're
I
on
had
our
to
way.
do.
We're on our way into the mountains, and that's like our goal. Is like, okay, let's dump the RV. Lorna's cleaning out the RV. We're like packing all of our
Yeah,
supplies.
like in
We're
straight
getting everything we
panic mode.
want. We're hitting the storage. I felt like
I was
was
like,
in,
this is the end of the world.
Yes, I thought I was in Terminator. I was like, I need every gun
Yeah.
that I own. Let's grab it all. You know what I mean? So we're
We're
like
going
in full,
back and forth to our storages.
Yes.
I literally
It was
reorganized
like-
the entire RV. I didn't even have time to
Yeah.
film it. You know, I do YouTube as my job.
We thought-
but I just was like, gotta go, gotta keep moving,
We're
gotta
thinking
keep
the
it
movie
pushing.
Red Dawn. We're like in Red Dawn. We're in I Am Legend. We're in World War Z. This is like our mode. We're in
Yeah,
it.
it was
So we're heading off
crazy.
into the hills. On my way into the hills, you know, I'm thinking like, okay, let's get to the hills. Lorna says like one of the prayers that she always says is like, God.
Before you get into the prayer thing, I want you to continue with that. But I really just want to say, like, you guys, you are not alone in feeling like this thing sucks and it's hard and it's stressful. And I know I come on my channel and like, it's like, oh, how do you keep going? We just try to keep it as positive as possible. But you guys, like, this was one of the hardest, craziest things and stressful things that we've ever had to go through. But luckily, I feel like God was preparing us because we just did a huge move from across the state. We just did a huge move from a 4,000 square foot house into an RV. So I feel like God was almost like preparing our hearts for the trauma that we were about to experience, basically.
So as we're packing all of our stuff up, we're heading into the mountains. We have no idea where we're really actually going to land at. We're just know we need to get on the road and get out of California because the state
Southern
is
California,
Southern California.
for sure. Yeah.
Southern California is shutting down. It's just too wild out there. So we got to go. So on our way out, we're getting ready to go. Lorna always says like one of her prayers is like a consistent prayer that she always says is like, God, lead our family where we need to be. And what else do you say?
Well, no, but my whole thing is like, I was just coming to God and I was like, I'm going to pray to you the same prayer that I pray to you every single day. Like, protect my family, keep us safe, and lead us where we need to go. And I'm going to ask you the same thing, and especially for this situation.
Yeah,
where
so-
do we go?
So I'm like posting on Instagram what we got going on, and out of nowhere, like one of my really good friends, I mean, I consider more so family, hits me up and asks me what our game plan is. So I give him a call and I'm like, hey, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna head into the mountains and whatnot, you know what I mean? And he's like, don't go into the mountains, like come out to our land, our property. Now, like I know they got like some cool stuff, but I had no idea they had like actual land. So he's like, hey, we got 200 acres. And in my mind, I'm thinking,
With
okay.
RV hookups and
Yeah.
everything, like literally
Yeah,
the
he's
most
like, we have
perfect
RV
situation, you
hookups.
guys.
It's got water. It's got electricity. I'm like, whoa, wait, you're kidding me.
Yeah.
You have 200 acres, private gate, no one's around.
Nope.
You can go out and ranch and live. And I'm like, are you guys serious? And they're like, come. So I talked to Lorna, and Lorna's like, yes, there it is. And it's like 2 hours from her prayer, this phone call happened. So God is good.
Yeah.
We're very grateful for that. So we are now ranch living. So
We're living on a ranch. We have
Yes.
6 chickens, you
and
guys.
I'm pretty much a cowboy. So let's show you some of the cowboy footage of me out there cowboying. All right, we got to come up with a game plan because these bad boys just ain't following. So we're gonna put some. Oh, look! They're coming for it. They're coming for it. They're coming for the alfalfa. This cowboy life isn't easy, but you know what? I'm getting used to it. The cowboy trying to come out. Oh yeah, they're chasing. Come on now. Ranching 101. Yeah. Oh man, this is crazy. Let's stop right here. See them come up. It's been awesome. So we bought our chickens. We've been cowboying, and man, it's been an adventure.
Well, let's take them out to go meet the chickens.
Yeah, let's take them out to go meet the chickens. Okay, so this is our fire pit we got going on. This is where our camp is all set up. Mom bought a cool trampoline for the kids because they're going crazy. And yeah, outdoor kitchen set up. And we got JD in the house. What's up? It's our temporary coop. We're getting ready to like build it out and like put it up and get some stuff up here.
We're gonna put the wire up here and back so they can come up here.
And we don't really care. Even if we're only here for like another 10 days, like or whatever, however long this thing lasts, we're gonna leave it for our folks here. So Roman is a full-blown ranch boy now.
Is that the nicest one?
They're all nice, really.
Yeah, they are so sweet. Come on, little chicken. What is their favorite thing to eat?
Food.
Hi. It's okay. It's okay. She's probably just trying to fill me out. It's okay, Mama.
And they like when you like kind of take their head and like tuck it in, and then they'll just stay there like that.
It's okay. She's got to get used to me. It's okay, Mama. I want to get them like, what do they like as little like treats?
So this is life now on the ranch. I call him Boat Snack.
No, babe. Can you not? It's like,
She doesn't want me to. Lorna's decided that there's chickens that are eating chickens and there's chickens that are egg chickens.
yes, there's
These
different
are-
types of chickens.
These are egg chickens.
So I said when I got chickens, in order for me to have chickens, I had to learn about chickens and know that there's not just one kind of chicken. There's egg chickens and there's chickens that you eat. And these are not the chickens that you eat. These are egg chickens.
Egg chickens.
Right?
I'm Filipino and Mexican.
No, seriously though,
Ah!
I just love having chickens. The kids are having so much fun. I love being out here. I feel so much safer. I feel like we were meant to be here, and honestly, it's made quarantine life so much more enjoyable than it ever could have been.
Blessed beyond belief.
Yes, for
and
sure.
so grateful to have friends that would just do that
Take
for
us
you.
in.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
That literally
like,
took us in.
yeah,
So
basically.
extremely grateful to be where we're at and love you guys so much for that. It's huge.
Get out, All right, so look at all of this, you guys. It is so beautiful. All the green land, all the little creatures. There's birdies and bunnies and all kinds of stuff. All right, so we're looking forward to showing you guys all the stuff with the RV and all of, you know, my organization. And Nick's gonna show you guys some stuff. He actually redid our bathroom. We put a washer and a dryer in there. So if you have a small space or an apartment, he'll be able to show you guys that stuff. What are you laughing at?
Well, I fought that washer and dryer as much as I could because Lorna wanted to put it in here. So I literally had to chop off a sink and take a sink out, remove it, add
like,
pipes.
You got this. You can
crazy.
do this.
Listen, that is not. I'm a salesman, so I'm like, that is not my forte to do handy-dandy work, but I did pretty good.
He did do it. And you know what, for me, I come from a family, my grandma, she would literally DIY everything herself. She retiled floors and all kinds of stuff. So my attitude is completely different. He's like, let's hire somebody. And he's like, leave it to the professionals. And I'm like, let's do it ourselves, you know, let's save some money. So
shout out to all you handy guys out there. I did actually end up having a really good time doing it.
He did a
and it's
good
not
job.
that I didn't do stuff like that before, but you know, I mean, you know, I'm Mexican and Filipino,
Well,
so
we're
I've
gonna
had a hammer in my life sometime, you know,
Yeah.
somewhere.
You know
But,
your way around a toolbox.
I can get around a toolbox, but
for
you know,
sure.
definitely in the last like 10 years, I've been more so. So what time
Well,
can you show
especially
up?
RVing, you guys, it is forcing
Are you going to be
him.
available at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock? Because I'm going to be playing golf around that time. I'm just teasing.
But he's been like forced to have to do the handy stuff because really in an RV you can't just call people and have them come help you.
So I got a tool belt and everything, man. So I've been having fun running around.
So he's going to show you guys that video and a couple other ones that'll probably be just Nick on those ones.
Yeah, just
but
some cool
yeah,
stuff
we
that
have
we're doing around the RV.
some updates and cool
some
things.
updates.
So,
all
right, you guys, we hope you enjoyed our video, seeing why we're not traveling and what's been going on with us. We hope you all are doing well. Like we said, we're going to list everything we can for you in the down bar below.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell. And if you've made it all the way to the end of this video, leave us a
barn emoji or a chicken emoji.
and let us know that you guys did. When you watch our video all the way through, it just means the world to us. So we appreciate you
huge.
guys. Thank you guys again so much for watching. And until next time,
Come keep chasing the vibe.
go smile.
All right, so hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You enjoyed everything about it, and getting all the kids and family on this
Can you
thing
not,
here
this is
for
why
you.
we don't take family
This
pictures.
is why we don't do family pictures.
It
So
just doesn't ever work. Smile,
if
pretty.
you like, what is
Smile
she doing?
pretty.
She's like, I'm frozen. So hey, if you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up. Okay, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and yeah, come chase the vibe with us. My goodness.
Wish us luck.
Wish us
Pray
luck.
for us.
Quarantine.